Hi, my name is Regan. I'm 41 years old. Here's another snippet of Regan's Random Rant. Hi, I'm going to be your mirror today. Have you ever heard the term people are mirrors? What does that mean? It means that every interaction that we have reflects something about our own inner world back to us. It doesn't mean that you're just like the person in front of you. But what it does mean is the person in front of you is reflecting back to you that which is already inside of you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see it. If somebody's kindness moves you to tears, it's because tenderness already lives inside of you. If somebody's arrogance makes you burn with anger, it could be reflecting an unhealed wound around being dismissed, unseen, devalued. You see, people who trigger us often highlight places where we've been hurt before, places that are still tender. That trigger is a mirror saying, here is where your power is leaking. Here is where you can bring compassion to yourself. Some people will mirror back the light in you, and some people will mirror the shadow in you. Those who manipulate, criticize, or harm show us boundaries that we need, truth that maybe we've ignored, or parts of ourselves we've abandoned or disowned. Light mirrors, those that reflect back the light in us, they will inspire us, they will uplift us, and they will love us, which will remind us of our own worth, beauty, and essence. I don't think any person enters your life by mistake. They're all messengers, they're all mirrors. They're there to show you that which you cannot see about yourself on your own. Through these reflections, you come to know yourself, reclaim your truth, and polish the mirror of your own soul so that it shines clearer. Here's an example of a mirror in my life. I went through a lot of severe neglect and abuse growing up. By the time I was in my teens and 20s, I didn't believe in love. I thought it was just codependence and a thing of fairy tales. Until I met my epic ex, and I fell so head over heels in love with this man, y'all. It was a relationship of high highs and low lows. When we were good, we were good. When we weren't good, he was probably laying hands on me. No matter what I did and no matter what I said, I could not get him to stop behaving that way. In the end, I had no choice but to walk away. And that was one of the most emotionally painful experiences I ever went through. One of the things I struggled with the most during that time was without him, I feel like I kind of vanished. I just lost the girl I was with him. See, when I met him, I was in college for a science degree. He came into my life and he was very well disciplined. He was very musical. He played guitar. We had very different music taste. Music that he introduced me to had a lot of depth and soul to it. He brought all this creative energy into my life. And when I was with him, the artist in me and the creative side of me grew and expanded. I was more fearless. I was more creative. I was more witty. I was more bold. But without him, I felt like all of those places of me went away. But you see, the truth is, I was the one all along that was pulling that out of me. He was just the first person that came into my life and reflected back the creativity inside of me. If somebody exits your life and you have such a hard time with that transition because you just loved who you were with them, baby, you're still that person. That person is you. That person is in you. All they did was come along and reflect that which is already in you if you so choose to rise up and be that person. You don't need them to be that person. They're the mirror, which you can easily confuse as the source. But baby, they're not the source. You are. If you like who you are with them, look into that mirror. Look into that version of you and ask yourself, what does that version of me do to be that way? What are their routines? What is different in their life than in my current life? If you're seeing it being reflected back from another person, baby, you're the one seeing it. They can't give you that version of you. If you were dating some hot gym rat and you were like, oh my gosh, when I dated him, I was going to the gym and he was doing all the meal prep, and like I started to get really fit. And then when we stopped dating, I'm not going to the gym and I'm eating all this junk food, and I just can't be the little baddie I was with him without him. Yes, you can. You just have to do it. What was being reflected to you is just a version of you that you have not yet stepped into. I think especially when somebody comes into your life and they light something up inside of you, they remind you who the fuck you are. Maybe they're not the ones reminding you. You are seeing you through them. You cannot see that which you don't already have the capacity to see. So if you like the person you are with them, then you can be that person without them. They are not the source. You are. If you make them your source, well then babe, you're idolizing them, turning them into a god to worship. And that's unhealthy for people. It's also a way of energetically giving your energy away, your vital life energy. And if you do that long enough, you will get physically sick. This man taught me that love exists in the world. This man taught me that I'm creative, that I'm artistic. This man taught me that I'm lovable, that I'm worth choosing, that I'm worth fighting for, that I'm worth listening to. This man taught me that I'm beautiful, desirable. And although I didn't get to keep that mirror, because of him, I still know those things. He was my mirror, but it was me who was always her.